the balancing is that, it doesn't make a whole lot of noise. So you can do it early in the morning or late at night. Usually in the morning is pretty good though for me because my then my bottom gets fully rested because I lay on my belly all night. But I'm trying different exercises. This one with the arms in the front, that's a really, really hard one. That's one of my hardest ones. And I don't show it, but I do lose my balance quite a bit and fall backwards. Whenever I'm doing this, I guess it's a tomahawk almost. A balancing exercise. But if I want to increase the difficulty a little bit, then what I can do is I can close my eyes while I'm doing this tomahawk balancing exercise. But what I did was I'm in the bed right now, and my injury is the L1, so my injury is pretty low, so that I don't know if I'm able to use my hip flexor muscles to help me out as far as balancing. I like to bring my hands towards my chest, actually towards my belly button, just to kind of regain center, I guess. And here I like to go really, really slow, because if I go fast, then I lose my balance really quickly. But if I go really, really slow, then it seems to give my body enough time to adjust. And so I don't lose my balance so quickly, so easily. And I put my hands together, and then I slowly bring them above my head, and then I slowly lower them down over my head. It's just a balancing exercise. So I got my feet out in front of me. And the whole reason why I do this balancing exercise, it seems like it works mostly on my core muscles, on my abs, and then it works a little bit on my back muscles too. But I don't know, I just feel stronger with my ab muscles than I do with my back muscles. But this one right here, with the arms, bringing the arms to the side and bringing them together in front of me, it's good. It's interesting because my back, I almost lean back a little bit whenever I'm doing this exercise, so that I can, cause my hands, maybe my weight, I'm distributing my weight to the front. I don't know. But here I am bringing my hands to center again. And then what I do sometimes is I repeat I I I repeat sometimes I repeat certain balancing exercises again. See, I almost lost my balance right there. So so I bring my hands out to the side almost. It's like it helps with my balance for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. The thing about it was, the thing when it's starting to get more and more difficult as the balancing goes on is because I think that my bottom is getting tired and it's getting confused. I think it's starting to fall asleep more. My core is starting to fall asleep more because I'm sitting on it more than when I was right off the bat. And here I am doing some tomahawk exercises. I lean forward. I lean back a little bit whenever I'm bringing my hands out in front of me, but not as much as whenever I'm putting my hands to the sides. Whenever I'm clapping my hands to the sides almost. I brought my hands up pretty slow on this. I bring my hands up pretty slow because right here, right whenever my hands are right in front of my eyes, it seems like that is the hardest part for me to maintain my balance. Whenever my hands get above my head, then it's not so bad. It's not as bad as it is. Like the hardest part is right whenever my hands are right in front of my face. But what I do is I'm going to bring my arms I'm going to trying to fully extend them all the way up, all the way to the top. And then I hold that position for a couple seconds. And then I lower them. I kind of want to find my center of balance while my hands are up in the air like this. That's kind of why I'm kind of catching myself. I'm waiting until I feel comfortable, and then I bring my arms back down again, slowly bringing them down in front of my face. And then eventually down, to center again, down to my abs, down to my core. Like I said, if you want to increase the difficulty of this, then you could close your eyes. Sometimes I do that, but then I start to get major shakes in my head. I don't know, it's just something that maybe it's a brain injury thing that's occurred to me, but my head starts to become very, very shaky. So if I do I guess this is a monkey clap, it feels like, I think it should be called a monkey clap, where that monkey bangs the cymbals together in the front. Well, this is probably, I like this one a little bit better than the tomahawk one, than the tomahawk exercise, tomahawk balancing exercise. Here I'm going to do the tomahawk exercise. I don't know, maybe the reason that I don't like this one as much as the other one is because the other one, the monkey, monkey balancing exercise, it brings the hands to the sides, so it helps out with balancing as far. But this tomahawk one, it just brings it to the front. I mean, up and down, so it requires more of your core muscles. It requires more of your ab muscles, you know, and your back muscles too. And the whole time I'm doing this exercise, I have to concentrate. I have to try and concentrate on my muscles. I have to try and concentrate on my abs and try and concentrate on my back and make sure that I don't, you know, fishtail, go one way or go the other way. Because if I do that fishtail thing, if I go one way or the other way, then I start to lose my balance pretty easily. But yeah, if I concentrate really good, and it's hard to maintain your concentration the more you go on. And you know, if you initially start out with this balancing exercise, then you have good concentration, and you know, or I do, and I don't have, I'm not in so much of a rush, I guess. But at the end of this balancing exercise, then you're kind of in a rush. You don't want to get it done with. Little symbol there for fun of it. But do a little bit more tomahawk in here. Tomahawk exercise. One of the big things is to try and keep your hands together. You know, try and keep those elbows together. You know, pretend like you have them together. You pretend like you want to put them together as you're lowering and raising your tomahawk balancing exercise. And here, just to finish it off, you know, I guess you know, it almost reminds me of a sunshine exercise that you would do. Raising your hands slowly. It's like waking up in the morning, you know, the sun comes out. And then you can see the full daylight. And then your hands come down. And then that means like maybe the sun is going down. I'm more of a sunset person. I like the sunset. Not just like for balancing or anything like that, but I like sunsets better than I like sunrises. Yeah. So that's my balancing exercise.